Picture this. You're sitting with your friends, maybe at a campsite, maybe at a party, or maybe alone in your bedroom with a playlist you swear will unlock the universe. Someone hands you a tiny square piece of paper, something so small and innocent you could mistake it for a candy wrapper. But this paper isn't candy, it's LSD. You look at it, you hesitate. Then, curiosity wins. And the moment it hits your tongue, the next 12 hours of your life will no longer be controlled by reality, or even by you. Today on The Dark Truth Show, we explain what really happens to your body when you consume LSD. Let's dive into the most notorious, mind-bending, legally problematic, scientifically fascinating substance on the planet. Because once this chemical gets into your system, your brain is about to host the wildest light show in human evolution. So you swallowed it. Now what? Here's the strange thing about LSD. Nothing happens immediately. You might even think it isn't working. But inside your body, a chemical war has begun. LSD enters your bloodstream through the tiny blood vessels under your tongue. It moves fast, like Olympic sprinter chasing a gold medal fast. It travels through your digestive system, then races toward one organ that is about to experience the wildest day of its life: your brain. Within minutes, LSD slips past the blood-brain barrier, which normally protects your brain from potentially dangerous things. But LSD is tiny and fat-soluble, meaning the brain basically waves it right in, like a nightclub bouncer letting a VIP inside. And this is when the chaos starts. Your brain communicates using chemicals called neurotransmitters. The one LSD loves most? Serotonin, the molecule responsible for mood, imagination, sleep, sense of time, perception. And the question, is that lamp actually breathing or am I losing my mind? The structure of LSD is almost identical to serotonin. So identical, in fact, that your serotonin receptors say, "Oh cool, serotonin is here, let him in." But LSD is not serotonin. It's more like serotonin if serotonin had 10 cups of coffee, 3 energy drinks, and a life-changing spiritual awakening. LSD binds to a specific receptor called 5-HT2A. This receptor controls how you interpret reality. When LSD activates it, the brain starts sending sensory signals that aren't real. Your visual cortex, the part of your brain that processes what you see, begins firing uncontrollably, creating patterns, colors, spirals, shapes, and hallucinations. Your brain is now a malfunctioning art gallery. Welcome to the part where people start saying things like, "Bro, the trees are alive. Time has stopped. My thoughts are dancing. Is my hand melting or is that normal? What's really happening?" 3 major biological changes. 1. Your limbic system gets supercharged. This is the emotional control center. LSD floods it with serotonin, making every emotion feel like it's happening at full volume. Happiness feels cosmic. Fear feels catastrophic. Wonder feels spiritual. Confusion feels like a life or death puzzle. 2. Default mode. Network breaks apart. The default mode network, DMN, is the part of your brain that creates your sense of self. It's the voice in your head that says, "I am here. I am a person. I am separate from the rest of the world." LSD basically turns that off. This produces ego dissolution, where people report, "I felt one with the universe. My body disappeared. I was everything and nothing. I saw colors I've never seen before." From a scientific standpoint, this is your brain losing internal boundaries. From a philosophical standpoint, this is where many users think they've discovered enlightenment. 3. Sensory overload. Begins. Your senses start cross-connecting. You hear colors, you see music, you feel sounds, you smell emotions. This is called synesthesia, and LSD is notorious for triggering it. Imagine your brain wiring gets shuffled like a deck of cards. Now everything goes everywhere. This is the infamous peak, the most intense part. Your heartbeat increases slightly. Your pupils grow huge, like anime character huge. Your body temperature might rise. Your perception of time, absolutely destroyed. Minutes feel like hours. Hours feel like lifetimes. This is because LSD scrambles your thalamus, the relay system for sensory input. Normally, it filters out unnecessary information, but now, it lets everything in. You start noticing details you've never noticed before. Tiny dust particles floating, patterns on the wall, vibrations in music, your own heartbeat, the subtle texture of air, emotions you didn't know you had. It's not that you suddenly gained superhuman senses. It's that the brain stopped filtering out irrelevant data. This can be beautiful, or terrifying, because this is also where bad trips happen. A bad trip is not random. It's biological. 1. Overactivation of the amygdala. This is your fear center. If LSD hits it hard, the brain interprets neutral things as threats. A shadow becomes a monster. A friend looks suspicious. A sound becomes a warning. A thought becomes a tragedy. Your body releases stress hormones, including cortisol and adrenaline, causing sweats, shaking, a racing heart, dread, paranoia. 2. Loss of control. The more you try to fight the hallucinations, the worse they get. Your brain starts looping. A single thought becomes an endless echo. People describe it like being trapped inside your own mind. 3. Time distortion becomes torture. If the peak feels bad and time feels endless, even 5 minutes can feel like suffering for eternity. But remember, biologically, LSD isn't poisoning your body. It's just hijacking your perception. Interestingly, LSD has surprisingly few direct physical dangers. Here's what does happen. 1. Sympathetic nervous system activation. This triggers increased heart rate, slight rise in blood pressure, dilated pupils, faster breathing. This is similar to what happens during excitement or stress. 2. Tremors or muscle tension. Because serotonin receptors also control movement, some users feel jaw clenching, tremors, muscle tension, restless legs. 3. Appetite disappears. LSD shuts down hunger signals, so people forget to eat for 8 to 12 hours. 4. No addiction. LSD does not create physical dependency. The body builds tolerance extremely fast. After one trip, doing it again the next day barely works. 5. Zero overdose deaths. LSD does not stop your heart, liver, or breathing. But the behavior caused by hallucinations can be dangerous. People have jumped from buildings thinking they could fly. People have wandered into traffic, oceans, rivers. People have panicked so badly they needed medical help. The danger is psychological, not chemical. During the peak, the brain starts doing impossible things. Hyperconnectivity. Brain scans show that regions that usually never talk to each other suddenly start communicating. This creates intense introspection, philosophical insights, emotional breakthroughs, mystical hallucinations, distorted sense of self. Some people come out of it saying it was the most profound moment of their life. Others come out saying they never want to do it again. The hallucinations slowly fade, colors go back to normal, your thoughts reconnect, time starts to behave correctly again. But your brain is tired. You just ran a 10-hour emotional marathon. Emotionally, you might feel peaceful, drained, confused, reflective, relieved. Physically, you might feel exhausted, dehydrated, hungry, sensitive to light, mentally foggy. Your serotonin receptors are fatigued. Your brain wants rest. This is why many users feel an afterglow, a calm, peaceful clarity that lasts 1 to 3 days. But some experience the opposite, the post-trip dip. When serotonin levels drop, some people feel anxiety, sadness, irritability, mild depression. This usually fades within 24 to 48 hours. Here's where things get complicated. LSD itself doesn't damage organs. It doesn't burn neurons. It doesn't cause physical addiction. But it can trigger 1. HPPD, hallucinogen persisting perception disorder. This is when visual disturbances stay for weeks or months. Halos, tracers, static vision, after images. It's rare but real. 2. Latent mental illness activation. If someone is genetically predisposed to schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, severe anxiety, LSD can trigger an early onset. This is why psychiatrists warn that psychedelics must be used carefully, even in research environments. Why do so many people claim LSD changed their life? Here's the biological explanation. 1. Temporary ego dissolution. Your sense of self disappears. This creates a feeling of unity, deep insight, spiritual awakening. 2. Emotional reset. The brain processes suppressed feelings. This creates breakthroughs in trauma, anxiety, relationships, self-identity. 3. Neural plasticity. Boost LSD enhances the brain's ability to form new connections. This can lead to new perspectives, improved mood, creative ideas, personality shifts. Harvard and Johns Hopkins researchers say a single psychedelic session can create long-term emotional improvements. But it's not a magic cure. It's a powerful biological event, one that must be treated with respect. By the 12-hour mark, the drug has left your bloodstream. The hallucinations stop. Your brain regains structure. Your body regains normal chemistry. Externally, everything looks normal. Internally, your brain is slightly rewired. Some people say the world looks brighter. Some say they feel clearer. Some feel exhausted. Some feel sad. Some feel transformed. It all depends on dosage, mindset, environment, brain chemistry. But the experience, good or bad, tends to stay with people for years. Even with its risks, LSD remains one of the most used psychedelics in the world. Why? Because few substances can dissolve the ego, distort reality, enhance creativity, amplify emotions, reveal subconscious memories, create spiritual illusions, unlock unusual thoughts, and all from a molecule smaller than a grain of sand. Humans are curious creatures, and LSD is curiosity in chemical form. So, what happens to your body when you consume LSD? Your senses crosswire. Your ego dissolves. Your emotional brain explodes with activity. Vision, sound, and time distort. Serotonin goes into overdrive. New neural pathways appear. Fear or bliss may take over. And for 12 hours, your brain becomes a surreal landscape of imagination. If you think we missed something, tell us in the comments. If you want to dive into the next mind-blowing explanation, tap the next video. Trust me, it's worth it.